rundown of my Galil Ace and how it currently sits. This is SBR'd and it is a rifle. So in the back you can see I do have a Magpul SLM stock, MOE SLM stock, which is attached using a Jmac Customs ST5, the FMSM 1913 folding Mac, and then this is the KNS 1913 adapter for the Galil Ace. Now down here you can see I also went with the KNS plastic delete, and the plastic delete already runs a reduced angle for the grip. So if you just run a normal angled A2 pattern grip on here, it's going to give you that reduced angle. So on here I have the Magpul. This is the MOEK pistol grip, and feels really good on this setup with the angle built in that plastic delete. I pop my rear sight off. I don't utilize that, and you're going to see with my optics setup here that I do have backup irons integrated into that. One thing you aren't going to be able to tell from the outside is I removed the last round bolt hold open. So this is basically just here for looks, so there's not an open hole in the side, but I removed the last round bolt hole open just to increase the reliability with some of the older surplus magazines. And if you take a look at the optic, I have a Holosun 407C red dot, and that's mounted in an Anvl Yukon mount. So you'll see this Yukon has iron sights built into it, and it's a really cool all-in-one setup there. I have it mounted just far as I can on the gas tube, far to the rear as I can on the gas tube there. That way, if I have to pop this dust cover off to adjust the KNS piston inside, I don't have to worry about messing with my zero or any type of shift, anything like that. Just stays mounted right there on the gas tube. The handguard on here is a modified Jmac Customs MMS. It's a 10.64 inch length. So basically I had to remove some material from the inside of this lower mount so it would fit in the receiver, and I just have it clamped on there. So it clamps on right here at the rear. Everything forward of that is going to be free flow. On this I have the new Jmac Customs tab vertical grip there, and then on the other side it's running the RC QD, and that's what I have my QD slinks will attach to in the front. Forward here on the rail gas tube, I have one of the Cloud Defensive offset scout lights here. These are made by a company called IWI for Cloud Defensive. They also make the HSP mounts, and then on there I just have a Modlite. And just a very simple setup. I use the activation switch at the rear, and that works really good for me on this. And then all the way forward, I have a Jmac Customs 360. This is one of the 28F face mount models, and it's actually an FD, I should say, because what it does is it slightly sleeves the barrel. So this muzzle device is bringing the overall length down as short as I possibly can have it, because the actual threads on this sit kind of long, and if you can see in there, it's hard to see, but right here on the edge is where the actual shoulder is. So these threads in here are longer than normal. So if you were to put a normal muzzle device on here, a normal shoulder mount device, you might run into some difficulties. They use a lock nut to install the factory device, and that's how they keep it at the length it's supposed to be at. But if you're going to install a different muzzle device yourself, you might have to be careful with it. Longer than standard thread length. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. You could say I got a little bit of bicycle tube on there to keep the front sight actually rings when you fire it. It has like a pinging noise, like a pronged flash hider. So that rubber on there just keeps it from making that noise, and I don't need that because I have the backup sights on the Yukon mount anyways. But yeah, that is my Galil Ace setup. I've had this in a few different configurations, and so far this is my favorite. This works really good. It's a very simple setup, has everything I need, nothing I don't. So that's it. Let me know what you think about that down in the comments below, and thanks for watching.